What if a forgotten genius was hiding in plain sight? When Elon Musk spotted a homeless man scribbling complex equations in a notebook, he knew something was different. What happened next left everyone stunned. Stay tuned to find out. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more incredible stories. If you're ready, let's get started. The sun had just begun to set over the city, casting long shadows across the streets as people hurried past, eager to reach the comfort of their homes. Among the bustling crowd, unnoticed and unmoving, sat a man on a worn-out bench near a downtown intersection. His clothes, once professional, were now tattered, his shoes barely holding together. He clutched a weathered notebook, its pages filled with complex sketches and equations, symbols of a mind that had not succumbed to the hardships surrounding him. His eyes carried a distant focus, not of despair, but of thought. Calculations, designs, ideas that had nowhere to go. Few paid him any attention. To most, he was just another face among the city's forgotten. But fate had other plans. As a sleek black Tesla slowed to a stop at the intersection, its passenger glanced out of the window and, for reasons unknown even to him at that moment, did not look away. Elon Musk had noticed the man. Something about the man piqued Musk's curiosity. It wasn't just the way he sat, hunched over his notebook, scribbling furiously as if solving a problem that refused to be ignored. It was the precision of his movements, the methodical way he flipped through pages filled with intricate diagrams, equations, and technical annotations, far too advanced to be the idle musings of a drifter. Musk had spent years surrounding himself with some of the brightest minds in engineering and innovation, and he recognized brilliance when he saw it. This was not the typical image of homelessness. This was a mind still working, still creating, despite being trapped in circumstances that had stripped away everything else. A thought formed in Musk's mind, one that would soon set off a chain of events neither of them could have predicted. Musk watched for a few more moments, intrigued by the man's unwavering focus, despite his surroundings. Most people in his situation would have been seeking shelter, food, or even a few coins from passing strangers. Yet, this man was immersed in something else entirely, something that appeared to exist beyond his current reality. Musk's instincts, honed by years of identifying talent where others saw none, told him this was no ordinary encounter. He had built his empire on problem-solving, on pushing boundaries, on seeing what others overlooked. And right now, he was looking at an anomaly, someone whose circumstances didn't match their evident intellect. He knew that true innovation often came from the most unexpected places, and if this man had even a fraction of the talent his pages suggested, he deserved more than just another passerby ignoring him. Musk's mind raced through possibilities. The man's notes weren't just random scribbles, they had structure, purpose, perhaps even innovation. Musk had encountered countless engineers, physicists, and inventors, but never one sketching blueprints on the streets, lost in thought as the world moved around him. There was something undeniably compelling about a mind that refused to stop creating, even when everything else had been taken away. He knew the world was full of untapped potential, individuals with groundbreaking ideas who simply lacked the resources or the right opportunity. And here, by sheer coincidence, he had stumbled upon someone who might be one of them. In that instant, he resolved to find out the truth, who this man was, what had led him here, and more importantly, what was locked inside that notebook filled with untapped genius. Musk wasted no time. Within moments, he sent a quick message to one of his top recruiters, an expert in identifying raw talent in the most unconventional places. He didn't believe in traditional hiring methods. Resumes and degrees were secondary to raw ability. And if his instincts were correct, the man sitting on that bench was more than just another victim of circumstance. He was a problem solver, a thinker, Perhaps even an inventor who had simply fallen through the cracks of society. Musk knew that breakthroughs often came from those who saw the world differently, from minds unburdened by convention. If this man's ideas held real promise, Musk would ensure that they weren't lost to the pages of a forgotten notebook. Instead, they would be given the platform they deserved. Within hours, Musk's team had gathered the necessary information. The man on the bench was once a highly skilled engineer, someone who had worked on advanced projects before life had dealt him an unfair hand. A series of personal tragedies, financial setbacks, and bad luck had stripped him of everything, except his mind. Despite his circumstances, he had continued to design, to theorize, to build concepts with nothing more than a battered notebook and the knowledge he carried in his head. Musk had seen many success stories, but this one felt different. This wasn't just about giving someone a job. It was about reviving a lost potential, about proving that brilliance doesn't disappear just because the world stops recognizing it. He had made his decision. This man wouldn't spend another night on the streets. By the next morning, the man found himself in an entirely different world. Instead of a cold bench beneath an overpass, he sat in a high-tech office, surrounded by some of the most brilliant engineers and thinkers in the industry. Musk had ensured that he was given not just shelter, but an opportunity, one that didn't come with charity, but with expectation. His ideas would be heard, his designs reviewed, his concepts tested. What had once been confined to the pages of a tattered notebook would now have the resources to become reality. As he adjusted to his new surroundings, he realized that his life had shifted overnight, not by luck, but because someone had recognized the value that had been there all along. And as Elon Musk moved on to his next venture, he did so knowing that he had done more than just change one man's fate. He had reignited a mind that could one day change the world.